In this video, we're going to calculate surface area. Surface area is the area of the outside faces of a three-dimensional figure. To help us, we make a net. A net is a two-dimensional or flat image of the three-dimensional figure. Let's go through this first example together. It says to calculate the surface area of the following figure. This is a rectangular prism. The first step is to draw our net of our rectangular prism. The first rectangle I see is at the very front. It's a little bit long and skinny, so I'm going to draw a long rectangular shape for the first part of my net. On the right side, I have this bigger rectangle. So I'm going to draw a bigger rectangle right next to the skinny rectangle. On the back side of my rectangular prism, I have a rectangle that matches the front rectangle. So I'm going to draw another long and skinny rectangle. And then on the left side, I have a rectangle that matches the one on the right. So I'm going to draw another bigger rectangle. Finally, I have the top and the bottom. So I can draw two rectangles, one on the top and one on the bottom. Now that I have my net drawn, I can go ahead and find the area of each piece. The heights on all of those rectangles in the middle are 6. On the skinny rectangle, my width was 3. And on the larger rectangle, my width was 5. On the two bases, which are the top and the bottom, I had one side that was 3 and the other side that was 5. When you're finding surface area, you're finding the area of each of the faces. So that's our next step, and you find area of a rectangle by taking length times width. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 5 is 30. We have another 6 times 3, which is 18. And another 6 times 5, which is 30. For my bases, I have 3 times 5, which is 15. The final step when finding surface area is to add all of the areas. So we can take 18 plus 18 plus 30 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15. 18 plus 18 is 36. 30 and 30 is 60. And 15 plus 15 is 30. Now add those numbers up. When we add all of our areas together, we get 126 inches squared as our surface area. Let's go through another example together. This is a square pyramid. The first step is to draw your net. We can start with the base. The base is a square. The side lengths are 5 and 5 since it's a square. Coming off the square are 4 equal triangles. So we can draw a triangle coming off of each of the sides of the square. The height of my triangle is 8. So now that we have our net, we can find the area of each of the shapes. First, let's start with the square. That'd be 5 times 5, which is 25. Then we have each of the triangles. You find an area of a triangle by taking 1/2 times the base times the height. In this case, we have 1/2 times 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40, and half of that is 20. So the area of each of my triangles is 20. Now I can add all of my sides to find my surface area. The surface area is going to be 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 25. We have 20 4 times. 4 times 20 is 80. And 80 plus 25 is 105. So the surface area of my square pyramid is 105 square inches. We have one more shape to find the surface area of, and this is a cube. When we have a cube, we have 6 equal faces. So when I draw my net, I can draw 6 equal squares. The length and the width of each square is 12. So each area is going to be 144 square meters. Since I have 6 of them, I can really take 144 times 6 to find my total surface area. 6 times 4 is 24, 6 times 4 is 24 plus 2 is 26, and 6 times 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So my surface area is going to be 864 meters squared. There is a special equation that can be used for cubes. It's 6 times s squared. Think about it. The s was 12. So we have 6 times 12 times 12. That would have been 6 times 144, which is what we did. So for cubes, you could use this equation instead of drawing a net.